Time for a little Vertigo. A little Vertigo. Or is it now Verta 2? Alan.
Not a question for me. Oh, that's above my pay grade.
Volvo, please fix. Please clarify. Verta 2. Into the site they go. Exercise about to be overwhelmed, and indeed he is. Dropped on down with no response. Smoke up. Ideal pistol round start here. He's still got the flank covered off. Mopaz is holding incredibly far back. And this is going to be a full-on retake from CT for Looking4Org. They've got a flash and a smoke to try and get back through. No kit. This is going to be a tough one.
Flashbang, here it comes. Straight over the top. Lucky in first. Jocko collects with a second. It's going very well so far. Jocko collecting heads. Put around his neck. Make it free. Wow. 4 kills. It's not Verta 2. It's Verta 4.
That was beautiful. I mean, they really had no time to spare after. You see how close it comes on the defuse without the kit, right? But they just trust themselves on the retake, and Movistar going to be very frustrated about that one. They had every advantage working their way. They knew the flank was secure. They had all of the control. They just couldn't win the dang fights, and ultimately that's what pistol rounds come out to. Who headshots who?
Was a plant, though. 4 spy to follow. And Alex and Mopaz have sacked themselves off going in for Galils in favor of utility. So clearly there's some sort of plan in mind here. Lots of smokes from this T side. Options to the default. So they open up with a 2-1-2. 2 towards B. 1 in mid. Adams. These 2 men on A. Mopaz and Martinez. Who are taking a lot of flack as they're trying to get control. And Movistar Riders early on are starting to group. 5 players now over at the bottom of this ramp, and that smoke is ever so annoying.
Ever so annoying indeed. Still to wait for it to fade, and then a minute on the clock. They're going to go for this. There's another smoke on Lucky. Am I right about that? Yes, there is. Be deployed. Or just traded out. Well, they're going to fight ahead of this. Lucky. Get a little bit of information. Was going to rip the Molotov, but they didn't actually move off of this. So now, a bit of an awkward fight for these CTs. Cavalry starting to come in. There's 4 players here for the defense. Now they're well reinforced, but Martinez, he'll still strike first. Good trade. Actually, Movistar, really, with 25 seconds.
It's bold. Exercise is the closest player to B. There goes the noise cues. hAdji's over 2, but no nades.
He's got to be worried about mid's the problem. He's not going to be there, right? Because he had to make sure the mid wasn't there. Now, okay, he's back in the angle. hAdji just in the nick of time. Can they get the bomb down? That's what they're looking for here. Good Molotov, making life uncomfortable. Exercise has to back away. Big kill for Adams. This is just through the smoke. Oh my god, they're going to win the round. Lucky remains. A desperation rotate to try and eke out a bomb plant. Instead spins this whole thing on its head. And now Lucky, considering just saving, and indeed he will back away. Movistar Riders, an absolute coup in a 3-on-4. The recovery, stupendous.
Beautiful. Beautiful, and that looked scary, to put it mildly, as they made the last-minute decision, but it was the right decision. They would have gone into so many men over towards that A site. And I think Alex planted with sub 1 second to spare. So, doesn't get much closer than that. But it worked. Money snapped. Lucky does save over an M4, but outside of that, there is not a lot to preach about on this CT side. Surely a 4 spy is coming, because their loss bonus is in the doldrums. A little bit late, 1 second left. These buys come through. And it has to be this man, doesn't it? It has to all be Lucky. He's got to get something done.
Oh, nades. Exercise gets out in the nick of time. He's still dead, man. bit of a brawl here on the ramp. And Mopaz, well, he's something of a brawler, but hAdji has brought it down to the 1v1. This has gotten so very messy. Lucky, can you seal the deal? Spot at him. You did indeed. Ready for it. 4 huge kills for Lucky. He couldn't go for the clutch in the last, but that saved M4 pays dividends here.
That was wild. That was wild. It was 4A for Movistar and 5 in defense for Looking4Org. 9 players in about 20 square meters there. That was carnage. That's what Looking4Org wanted. They wanted it to be absolute chaos to get those pistols in the mixer. Even so, it's still the rifle that did all the work. 4 frags for Mr. Lucky. And that economic game continues. Look at this buy from Movistar. It's on the brink. Mopaz taken low early. They haven't got a lot of util either to think about taking mid or an extended default. They've got to commit pretty soon. Have the Movistar riders. And B is the port of call.
B is the port, but that's not a safe haven by far. Their ship's been confiscated. Dockage for expensive, Alan.
Certainly are. And I don't think they got the cash to pay for them this time. Might have to anchor out at sea. Just brave this round.
You know, for a ship like that, you usually get charged by the foot. Well, I guess for a ship, for a full shipping ship. I actually don't know. I don't know how that functions for commercial vessels. They're so obscenely large. Presumably, there's only specialized slips that you can go into. But for more standard sailing ships, you're frequently charged by the foot.
I imagine it's by container. These ones.
Couldn't tell you. Flashbang in. Bit of a brawl here. Martinez make it a bit friskier than it could have otherwise been, but obviously with just a Glock and 19 points of health, he's not long for this world. And Exercise will stamp his passport out of it.
We do actually know of someone, Mike, that could answer that question.
Who's that?
hAdji's sister. Who parks them for a living.
Yeah, no, that one is very interesting. Yeah, that she, her sister's a pilot. I guess she does the docking. I actually don't know who takes the helms for the docking.
She works for the dock.
Well, she works for the section of Marine Coast, right?
Yeah, but she only does the parking bit, I think.
Okay. Now, if
Probably
you're not familiar,
term.
It's a maritime pilot, is what it's called. And this is an exciting round, so we'll talk about maritime pilots in just a little bit as we seek to educate our audience. But Alex, that's a huge opener as Movistar riders look to get this back on track. Haven't been able to so far, and we do have a little bit of a slowdown in this, but ramp control has been conceded. A double side haul push seems to be coming through from Looking4Org as they look to regain a little bit of spacing. Flashbang for the peak. Timing is unfortunate for hAdji. He gets caught in the spray. Cannot be roped in. Maka just trying to stay alive here, trying to give his team something to play off of, and by team I mean Exercise, because that's all that remains. Finds 2. Exercise making it go with this. As he has a player out on the site, dodges the flashbang nimbly. Finds Martinez, brings it down to the clutch, knows where Just is, based on those nades as well. Smoke gonna go down, tap on the bomb. Just going to further reveal his position. Exercise gaining altitude to try and go for this fight. He's going to go for the tap, going to go for the stick. Just might pulled him off. Oh no, the round's been won! Stolen away! Exercise like a thief in the night is out of here. 4 kills, a round win, and a 1v3 clutch one.
That should have been unwinnable. That was the best round for Movistar for ages, right up until the last dying embers. Surprised they haven't paused for a quick discussion, because that is a gut punch. And Movistar are going to buy again. They don't have a lot of nades, though. Yes, 4 smokes, but outside of that, not much to preach about. As Looking4Org really starting to fire up here on the CD side of Vertigo. Remember, they got reset second round. This could have been a disaster half. but it hasn't been the case. And now it's looking brilliant. Looking absolutely brilliant.
Is it time to talk about maritime pilots yet? No, I don't think so.
Save the eco. It'll come soon.
Joko. Joko's in a tough spot here. He's going to get run down. But the trade's there, so that's a lot better than it could have been.
hAdji's going. He wants more.
I don't mind this. He's going to take the space. He's going to get the information. He's going to confirm it. Allows him to help his teammates out a little more. Alex is just holding to see if he goes full push. But hAdji putting a smoke down. Actually going to clear back in. Alright, so interesting response here from Movistar Riders. A lot hinges on this mid fight. They want to pinch B. They want to split this. If they can kill hAdji, Exorcism is in such a tough spot. hAdji dribbling further in towards the site, going to give up mid. Maka trying to come in to pick it up, but they're already through. They're already past, and now life gets very difficult indeed. But hAdji's found the all-important kill. hAdji getting everything done here. And Mopaz is the only one who remains. No bomb plan found, done at the very least, but hAdji, the hero of the round, still exists, and that shot miss here. They get activated. Mopaz brings it down to the clutch, but he's out of time. He's out of time, and is he going to get clocked on top? No. Still the round win for Looking4Org. We even saw a couple MJ peaks in there. Have you been seeing this, Alan?
Yeah, I've seen it. The lean.
I caught a couple of those in the smoke and around the aircon. I don't think, yeah, it's an interesting one. It can't be, so someone has actually built an alias to do it intentionally. You can't be doing that in this competition. Those kind of movement aliases are currently banned in ESL competition. That may change as people are trying to figure out how to improve CS2, but for the time being, definitely banned. Still, a couple unintentional MJ peaks did come through.
Yeah. I do not envy the admin staff staying on top of these things. Every day we're learning more and more, and you know how it is, Mike. As soon as, call it a bug or an exploit or a way to manipulate the game comes through at the professional level, everyone knows within 2 days. Everybody knows. And everybody wants that advantage. So we're going to see a lot more of this. A lot more of this. Movistar are going to buy again. They haven't had a full buy round this whole half. Keep getting within a whiff, or you get one good chance to snap the money, but they're so close to making this a brilliant T-side. But that's not a cigar.
No.
And it's Looking4Org that's on fire.
Yeah. At this point, you've got the 6, right? If you can just keep stacking them on. Making us question why Movistar Riders wanted to play here. I don't think we've seen anything particularly clever, particularly brilliant, from Movistar, and in the way these rounds are going late, it's not working either. Mopaz deleted, sticking around for that fight. hAdji does get a second, and there we go. It's a massacre up the A ramp. This one's looking like it's done before it even started. Martinez might catch one, but no. Joko is there to reinforce, and well, they're overcommitting into this fight, but Just is so low that he just can't hang on. It's again an expensive round, but a round Looking4Org win.
And I think, Mike, you're going to finally get a gap to inform the audience.
Pilots?
Yeah, about the maritime stuff.
So maritime pilots, basically harbors are incredibly difficult in much of the world. Now, they're more important in some places than others, but because container ships draw so much dang water and are so massive and difficult to maneuver, that in a lot of harbors, there's only one very specific route with very little margin for error that you can take through to survive. Think about the ship getting stuck in the Suez Canal. You don't want to have that happening. So maritime pilots come on board these big ships. We get a big A-ramp fight. Oh, this could work out for Mopaz. Never mind. I'm never going to get a chance. This is only exciting Counter-Strike, Alan. Good shot from Maka to at least even up the numbers, and now they're getting stuck in the Molotovs. They're getting chewed apart. It will indeed be the round for Looking4Org, but they're not wasting time on that eco. So maritime pilots basically come on board those ships. They only know their specific harbor, but they know it incredibly well, and they take the boat through. Because the actual captain of the ship, well, he's not going to know the specific harbor. Yes, he might have the charts, but he's going to different harbors all over the world. Can't know it that intimately. So the maritime pilot either takes full command, takes the controls, or specifically instructs the helmsman in how to position the boat so as not to run aground.
Movistar could do one of those. They're beached at the moment. Somebody's got to save them. Another default from the Spanish team. It's not like all of these rounds have just been shut out at the start. 3 on 5, no chance. They've had a lot of afterplants, had a lot of opportunities to gain space and make this perilous for Looking4Org. Just can't seem to get any true traction. Get rounds back to back. It's been a long drought. 7 in a row for Looking4Org now. See a bit of B pressure. So, yeah, that's definitely a smoke. As for the generator. That's not going to help, and I certainly don't think it's going to pull a lot of rotations. Look at this, 3 on A, and there's no reason to move right now if you're Looking4Org. Stay here with numbers.
Just deleted. Had a chance there. Had an opportunity to bring that advantage further. This one's going to get frisky again. There's a lot more utility actually for Movistar than there is for Looking4Org. Not necessarily we'd expect it to be based on the scoreline, but Maka, if he's hitting shots like that, he doesn't need no nades. Nades are for nerds. Maka playing around the blocks incredibly effectively, just going for these jiggles, going for these swings, going for these peaks. Alex is holding him now. He still wins that fight. So good right now, Maka is. He's really adapted to the way you have to play with that AWP in CS2, and he was the sentinel that they could not get past. It's crazy how every single one of these rounds, Alan, is super competitive, it feels. But the scoreline is 9-1.
Yeah. I mean, look at the money. I mean, it's 9-1 and Looking4Org barely anything in the bank. I don't know what it is. It seems to be when the clock goes under about 45 seconds. Just absolute madness from the Spanish team. It's also reflected in their buys. There's been so few rounds that have had full nades across the board. And you have to question in a lot of these afterplants, one more molly, one more smoke, and perhaps it looks, you know, ever so different. Just another default. I don't know. I'm tempted to describe this team like Movistar as boring, to be honest.
Incredibly.
It's so many defaults, not much mid-control. We've had a couple of rounds, but in terms of manipulating Looking4Org, that's far and few between us.
Okay.
How is Mopos got this gap,
found a gap.
man?
He just walked it. They didn't go for the fight. No one's been watching side hall. Maka deleted. That's one of the big pieces off the board now. Here we go. They're forward. Joko will kill Mopos at least, but that just allows him to bail out. Finally, a reasonable advantage for the Movistar Riders in a round. And look at this. There's no one on B. Exercise is responsible for B and mid right now. That's the focus that's been drawn over towards A. So they're just going to walk up. 40 seconds. Movistar Riders, certainly now this is a round you have to convert. Exercise. Whoa, they nearly stacked up for him. That was looking real bad for a moment, but despite being low, they will be able to get this bomb planted. And the money's so atrocious for Looking4Org that this is probably a save.
There's too many other options.
There's only one more round and a half, right? But finally, Movistar Riders cracked through a round.
Yeah, they needed that. Needed that. All off the back of Mopos. It's not just that he finds the gap and the first frag, is that he just causes absolute chaos, doesn't he? As soon as he gets that first kill, everyone else on A is panicking. They know where to look. Deer in the headlights. His other teammates can capitalize. So 2 for the Movistar Riders. In what feels like a much closer game than 9-2, but this is the reality they've got to accept. Surely have to make this free. They stand a good chance. as the halves flip. Of course, it will be an investment here for Looking4Org. The save guns make it a little bit easier on the eyes. hAdji can, yeah, he can buy an M4 with no nades. Lucky could get a, I was going to say a FAMAS, but another XM10 aficionado. Why are we seeing so many shotguns? We didn't see barely any in Go.
Everyone's been loving the XM, man. We saw, I mean, look, they were buying a bunch over on Anubis as well. Looking4Org clearly enjoy the gun. I think that, look, it's powerful right now on the peaks. But it is interesting to see that $2,000 mark that teams would rather go for an XM over a FAMAS in a lot of situations.
Check out hAdji.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. We've had a lot of stalls from Movistar. hAdji's gonna find just. And then they're gonna have full confidence in this positioning. hAdji's got it. Kill found. Higher side of the map. Locked down. Good flashbang. Better kills from Molpaz. What a setup from Martinez. What a way to respond to the flank. It kills on. Maka collecting with that AWP. And it's all just come down to Alex. It's looking done. The captain has to do it all himself. 1v2. Even just to reclaim the bomb is a challenge. And he's peppered down to half health. Can't be missing any more shots. They don't quite know where he's gotten to, but that nade will confirm it. Maka lives for a moment. Comes down to the 1v1, and hAdji's got it. 17-8 is his scoreline. A 10-round half, and we're taking a break. Ten rounds Felt like a much friskier half than the scoreline shows, but the end result is that Looking4Org are looking for map 3. And if they win this pistol, well, it might just be over for Movistar.
All the natives in this T side. As Adams takes a peek. This player's up close. He needs to get out of dodge.
Ooh.
I'm not sure he knows hAdji is so far advanced. It's around the corner. But this hit is going to hit very, very soon.
They're not even looking. They're not even looking. Martinez is going to be so annoyed with Adams for that one. You know, that's just one of those where you're like, how? How are they here? Moplus doesn't even... What? All right, that one's less forgivable, Moplus. Obviously, you know, it's a bit of a desperation situation, but you have to know they could be up. And it's a 4-on-2. For Org. Looking like they've got this locked down. No kit. No smoke. No hope. Flashbang just to try and set something up on the fight. Alex deleted. Just quick to follow him. Merciless in that pistol round, and we can be done before we even begin, Alan.
Yeah, and as much as the first half was a close affair, that was not. Ooh, that's a disaster. And Adams... Well, clearly he didn't see the player up close on his jump spot. hAdji just gains all the ground, and... You know, we haven't spoken enough about hAdji in this game, but he's having a monster showing. He definitely has been one of the best French players. I'm not sure he's in his best form right now, but in this game, looking very good. Forced buy from Movistar. Can't blame them. There's no alternative here, but those trades are very nice for the French team. One man left on A. That's Alex. He's tucked in this corner. It's not a good position. Guy's getting enveloped as well. Jocko's on the side, all side. You got these players coming up ramp. But Alex, you got to just pick a direction and fight, brother. The only option. He does win the duel, but the trade is there. 3-on-2.
Protracted fight. Never going to win that with the SMG for just... And we now have 10 map points in a row for Looking4Org as they look to bring us to Overpass. And, look, you know, Anubis looked good for Movistar, but they got 13-0 on Overpass yesterday. This one's starting to look like a 13-2. Faith not high right now in the Riders.
I think it's a fair statement of what we've seen to say they're inconsistent on CS2 at the moment. I think it's a very fair way to look at it. This buy is bad. Well, Maka is easy players alive. 1, 2, 3. This is over. We're going to a third map, and Maka has decided to take this round into his own hands.
That's just such a quick play. They throw the nade side haul. They immediately delete that player without him even having seen anyone. But the reaction from the ramp players is slow. I don't know whether that was comms or what, but they just completely got caught flat-footed. Did not expect the timing on that A push. And that's going to be the game. A jumping MAC-10 kill. What better way to end it? 13-2. That was an absolute shellacking. Look, the first half was more competitive than it looked, right? Each individual round felt like it was going close, but at the end of the day, Looking4Org, we're gutting them out. We're winning them out. We're winning the tough situations. And then in the second half...